The Canadian dream is not about doing two or more jobs, doing multiple jobs together. Like, I don't know about UK or maybe other country, but here in Canada, the Canadian dream is not about doing multiple jobs together. So it is about doing just one job, having one stable income, then have a side hustle, like a side business, to add up to what you're earning. So, and then that is the best way, because if you're doing two or more jobs, you will be working, you are just working for the government. And that is it. Just have one and have a side hustle. That is why you see most people in Canada, like they always have a side hustle. Maybe, some people having African shop, like African store, like selling, Nigerian African store, having restaurants, doing some other side business and all that. And so in this video, I want to show you guys my side hustle. And this is my side hustle. Like, let me show you this. Let me show you something. Let me show you guys my side hustle. So this is it. Every cars that you see in there, all those used cars, all those one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So now they are all mine. They are all my side also. So what I do is that mostly every weekend I do my 9 to 5, my 8 to 4 job. My normal job. I have that. That is my stable income. See, there's nothing. The most important thing is having one stable income. At least that one, you know that everything, you pay your mortgage, you pay everything, you don't have anything to worry about. You have a savings from that one, and that is it. And even my income alone is okay for me, but you just have to, in this country, you need a side hustle, you need a side business. So having selling cars, so mostly every weekend, it's a tough thing for me. Like, every weekend I will have to travel out, of my location here to the nearby auction. I'll go to Edmonton auction, I'll go to Calgary. So sometimes I've been to British Columbia. So British Columbia from my location right here is about 20 hours journey. I've entered British Columbia to look for cars because the customer paid for it, or the customer needs it. So if the customer needs it, if they pay for it, I will have no choice than to get them their choice, especially even ship to Nigeria. But mostly I don't ship, except maybe they paid, maybe one for family or friends, someone needs it, they already paid out. So I don't really do shipping. It takes time. And so I make my money in going to auctions, buy them, then fix anything that is wrong with all these cars and resell. So even I have more, like in my lot, like all this line. Let me show you something. Like, all this line from here, from this container here, down to the other end. So they are my slots. So I pay for them. I pay for them monthly. I pay for the slot, and I always park nothing less than 10 or 15 cars in this slot every month. But during this winter season, so market don't, like, car business doesn't really goes well during winter, because new drivers doesn't, like, because of the snow on the ground and everything. So people don't really go for driving courses during the winter. Like, there is no, people prefer to, new drivers prefer to buy cars, after winter. So not during this winter season, because if you go for your driving school, there's high chance that you fail. So because there's snow on the ground, there's no way to check on all, so many things, and they are going to fail you. So, but still, this is my side hustle, and it's really really going well. So I'm going to say, like, it is really, it is going good. Immediately my the trailer arrived with all my cars. I have a standby mechanic that will check for everything, so that will get them certified, because mostly car or auction cars, you need to get them certified. So you need to check if it's active title, if it's a review title, because auction will never tell you what is wrong with most of these cars. Like, so you just go there, you test drive if you want, or some you don't even, they will not allow you to test drive, depending on the date that you come. There are dates that you have to test drive, but That is always during the weekdays. So I don't have time during the weekdays. So if I show up on weekend, there is no time for me to start test driving. So now I'll just start, check the body, check everything. Okay, it's clean. Okay, no, I need to fix this. I need to fix that. What are the costs? Check on Rock Autos because you don't want to buy from maybe Napa or all these parts sellers here. So you want to check on Rock Autos. Rock Autos is online, so it's cheap. Sometimes I'll check on Amazon. Amazon also can get me a good deal. I can see some good deals on Amazon. So, it's buy the parts. Mechanic will tell me, okay, you need this, you need this, and this is get the part ready. Immediately the part is ready, fixed and sell. So you need to check if it's active title, if it's a review title, because auction will never tell you what is wrong with most of these cars. Like, so you just go there, you test drive if you want, or some you don't even they will not allow you to test drive, depending on the date that you come. There are dates that you have to test drive, but that is always during the weekdays. So I don't have time during the weekdays. So if I show up on weekend, there is no time for me to start test driving. So now I'll just start, check the body, check everything. Okay, it's clean. Okay, no, I need to fix this. I need to fix that. What are the costs? Check on Rock Autos because you don't want to buy from maybe Napa or all these parts sellers here. So you want to check on Rock Autos. Rock Autos is online, so it's cheap. Sometimes I'll check on Amazon. Amazon also can get me a good deal. I can see some good deals on Amazon. So, it's buy the parts. Mechanic will tell me, okay, you need this, you need this, and this is get the part ready. Immediately the part is ready, fixed and sell. So now that is, and there are people that are ready. So far that you are selling a good car and cheap cars. That is why most of the cars that I have, they are cheap. I always try. I don't need to make too much profit on it. Just little few bucks is okay for me. Like half bread is better than none. So because I'm trying to breed my brand, build my business, and also so far that I see like some even there are sometimes that I will tell the customer not to pay GST. So I'll just okay, just just put it around it everything like and sell like if because I want to encourage new drivers. And so far that you pay your GST like because as a business owner myself, when I started, when I started, I don't pay GST because I use it as a personal this thing. But the government, if you start selling cars and you get to a stage, whereby you are now selling two, three, or four cars in a week, the IRS, so the CRA, so in Canada they call it CRA, but in US they call it IRS. So the CRA will knock on your door. They will send a warning letter to you that hey, you are doing something wrong, and the thing is in Alberta here. So if you sell more than $30,000 of cars, so like okay, for example, this is 2015 Ford Escape. So I have 2014 Ford Fusion. So I have the 2015 Ford Fiesta. So all these cars, if um if the total worth of these cars is reach $30,000, so the IRS would, and you are not paying tax in all of these sales, the CRA, sorry if I say, the CRA would knock on your door. They would knock on your door like, go, hey, we notice you've been doing some business and you're not paying your tax. What happened? So they call it the warning letter. So now they'll send a warning letter to you. So now to ask you to stop or and start paying tax. Like they encourage small business in Canada, but a small business that is not paying your tax, then the CRA will be mad at you. So the CRA will ask you to start paying tax, and you have to register the business. You get the tax identification number. Then as soon as you're selling, so if I sell one, I will include the tax on that car. So if I sell this car, for example, okay, this Ford Escape for 5,000, so I will include 10% or on of the GST. So I'll add it up to it, okay, to be Like you have to put in five, or even it's 14%. Okay, it's 5,006 or 5,007. So on it, so you have to put it, and the GST has to go to the CRA. It belongs to the CRA. So not for me. So it's belong. As soon as I sell, I need to pay the pay for the tax. I need to pay the tax man his share. A job they are monitoring everyone. So yeah, that is that about cars, and it's been a wonderful experience. I learn new things. I meet new people. I meet friends, and like I know people knows me, because when you start selling cars, you know Filipinos, Indians. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people knows me because they will refer their friends, family, everybody, new colleague to me, like, hey, sorry, someone want to buy, someone want to sell. So I buy, I sell, and everything has been going on well. So I don't send to Nigeria because Nigerians prefer Toyota. And yeah, I'm gonna say something like, I have never, I've never like, there was a time that I tried to buy a Toyota, but it was so expensive. So now I had to stop, because Toyota product, I've never buy a Toyota product. So like Toyota, Lexus, I mean Toyota in general. So I've never bought a Toyota car since when I started, because number one is that Toyota is so expensive. Like, so like freaking expensive. Like, instead of me buying a Toyota, like, and people don't really buy them like that. See, I don't know about other provinces, but in Alberta here, in Fort McMurray that I live in, people don't really fancy a Toyota product. Let me drop my tripod here in your car. So because these are snow, these are water. So if you didn't clear them. So what I always do is that before the first snow hits, so I ask my mechanic to spray every cars that I have on stand at that moment. So they will spray the underneath. So now for like with anti-rust. So what like the work of anti-rust is just to stop the rust, so, or not to allow the rust on, because most of these cars are sitting down. So they are just there till the buyer comes and test drive and buy and pay for it. So till then, I ask my mechanic to, to always, if a new car arrive right now, some of the first thing we will do is to spray with anti-rust. So the work of the anti-rust is just to make the car okay. So, and not and just to stop the rust from coming into the car, or maybe spreading. If there is a rust on the car, it also works with spread to stop the spread of the rust and all. So I'm gonna. So my advice is that if you are in Canada, or maybe you are new in this country, just look for a business. So as soon as you settle down, you have a good job, like your 9 to 5 job, your 8 to 4 job, you know, look for something to do. Just look for a business, a side hustle, big or small. So there are so many business you can do in this country. There are so many. If I can decide right now to buy cars and ship it back home, but I don't really like buying and shipping back home. There are so many people doing that. So I don't, and, like, seriously, there are so many people buying here and reselling also. There are so many Nigerians, doing the same business. But, the wahala of buying and shipping back home is too much than buying and reselling here, because you might even be seeing the same profit as buying and reselling. Yeah, because buying and shipping back home, you have to wait till when they sell the cars, but instead just buy, sell. Yeah, if it's 1K that you're seeing on the car, if it's 1.5, if it's 2K, like, hey, come on, man. So it costs nothing. So now everybody is better than none. So it's an addition. So now to what you're earning. So now sometimes, like, I've seen a situation whereby I only earned like $500 on the car, like, and there are some scenarios whereby I did not even earn nothing. If yeah, like, if you miscalculate, like you thought, because one thing about cars is that sometimes you don't know what is wrong with the car. You can think, okay, you just need to fix some O2 sensor, maybe you want to fix some things, and at the end of the day, you realize it's more than what you think. For example, I bought one what's it called, a Ford, one Ford one time, and I thought it was just a minor fix, and later on I had to like change the head gasket, so all that cost money, and you have to add it up to what you want to sell because you spend a lot of money. But customer still, every car has value, so you cannot sell a car that's worth 5, 6 thousand for 9,000 or 8,000. People will not buy. People that want to buy it, to they are wise. They know the value of what they were coming to buy. And so like you're coming a car that worth $5,000. If you put it on the market for 8,000, nobody will even message you. So yeah, because they know, like, they are coming and they know what they want to buy, and they are looking for the cheapest, the best. And so if yours is now outrageous, they'll just look at you like, hey, come on, what is the difference in your car than every other cars out there? So no different now. Yours might even be worse in terms of the mileage. So that's it. And also mileage also tells, in this, in car business, you also check mileage. Mileage will determine the worth of the car. If a car has like 120, 150,000 miles, so it will be expensive compared to a car of 200,000, 250,000 or two. But people don't realize that, I'm just saying this, people don't realize that mileage then doesn't determine the history of that car. If a car has a like what's it called, a low mileage, let's say of 100,000, there is high chance that by 120,000 you need to change the engine of the car. If the car doesn't have a good history, if the past owner misused the car, maybe, there are so many crazy people here, like, so that whereby they don't take care of their car, they don't service it, they just want to use it 1 or 2 years without even changing the oil, changing anything, like they didn't take it to for oil change or for service check or anything check. They just want to use it for some time then sell. So if you buy most of those cars and you use it because it's low, it has a low mileage, then by 120, 150,000, you see that you have to change your engine. And I have seen a car of 200,000, 250,000 miles with good history, and it is still running well, like running well. So because every 100,000 miles, you need to change a lot of things in your car. But a lot of people don't do that. You need to change the, what's it called? There's well, every 100,000 mile in most of these cars, there's this have like this apart from you need to change the belt, and also you need to change the chain. There's one chain in the engine, if you know the chain, so please kindly drop it as a comment below. I forgot the name. So there's this chain in the engine that you need to change. The chain also serves as a belt for the engine, but I forgot the. So now it makes, if it makes the car start sounding, especially for Hyundai or Kia. So if you see Hyundai and Kia start giving this sound, so it means that that chain needs to be replaced. It's not the belt, it's not the fan belt. So that chain needs to be changed. So at every 100,000 miles, a lot of things need to be changed in your car, but most people don't do that. Some people don't even service their car, like they don't take it for a change of oil, change of what's it called, transmission oil or anything. Yeah, some they will just use it for 1, 2 years and take it away and sell it. So if you buy most of that car with a very poor service record, then there's a high chance that you are going to, change your engine, change something, that is very, very expensive. And here in this country, part is very, very expensive. Parts are very, very, very expensive. To change an engine, a complete engine, you are going to spend roughly less than 3 to 5K to change engine. But to make it cheaper, you have to go to the scrap yard or look for someone that want to sell, and maybe bargain, maybe 1.5, 2,000, depending on the mileage on the engine of the engine. So then buy from that, and you are also at risk, because if you buy that engine and you fixed it, and the engine also is not okay, or it's not even the right engine for your car, you're on your own. So but now you need to do your homework, do everything, that you are even buying the right engine for that your car, before you even fix it and all that, before you pay. Because once you pay, there's nothing going back. So you are not going to collect your money back. So that's it. Now, the my advice is that uh, if you plan of coming to Canada, I wish you all the best of luck. Get a good job, then start a side hustle. Start a side hustle. Side hustle is very, very important here in this country. So start a side hustle. And yeah, and because even your side hustle can still feed you if maybe you got laid off, or maybe you got sacked. Getting sacked in Canada at a workplace is normal. So you can resume today and leave by 12 o'clock, you know, that, oh, sorry, we don't need you anymore. You can just receive a mail tomorrow or anytime like, hey, we don't need you anymore. So getting fired in a workplace or laid off is a normal thing in this country. So it's not like maybe in Nigeria that will be like, oh, maybe village people or anything. But no, in here, it's a normal thing for you to get fired, laid off, anything. So because things are changing, the economy, the company, they can just change their policy and procedure, and they'll be like, sorry, we don't need these people anymore, or we don't need this much people anymore. So we are laying off. We are sending away maybe 10,000 people in our organization, and randomly they'll pick and go. So you got no choice. So now, especially in Alberta here, especially in Fort McMurray here that I am. So now, because it's an oil company and everything, demand and supply matter most. So, if oil boom happens here, they will employ more people. And when there's no oil boom again, bam, they will lay off a lot of people. So it's normal. So that's why the pay is good, and they try as much as possible, to give you the best, what's it called, health and so many pension benefits. But layoff can happen at any time. So it's normal here in this country. Yeah, so now this will be the end of my video. I'll just go ahead and keep. I don't know how to. I feel like talking more, saying, like we should continue gisting more, but I do. I will definitely get distracted, and at the end of the day, I will not do anything. So let me go ahead and continue my snow shoveling, and I'll see you on the next one. So take care. Bye bye. Oh.